Hey guys, this is Ellie with your May mid-month forecast 2018 general for all the signs. Now do use the link below if you want a reading with me. Now in May I feel like there is going to be a shift in your day that has been a while coming. For some of you it will be in a positive sense, for others this will be in a negative sense. So anything that you've built or haven't put your effort into and you've been getting by on the skin of your teeth, you might find that those things come into question or those things are removed. There is going to be a out of the blue shift that will turn things upside down. So for Aries, there are things coming up in your collaborative world with contracts, working with others, your personal self-worth, and the partnerships can be love or money. You are also working very hard, following the rules. Saturn is asking you now to work hard when it comes to your career. If you want to reach the pinnacle, if you want to reach the top, whatever your greatest dreams and desires are, then you have to follow the rules. You have to follow the structure. Set yourself a schedule and do what you can that way, and that will make sure that this is long lasting. Also, this is with authorities, judges, police force, any kind of people that are higher than you. There might be a sudden shift there. Now you do have the Sun card, and that's interesting because there is a solar return. There's also Mercury retrograde on this, which carries on till May the 5th. And this is about being proud of something that you've accomplished. You have a feather in your cap, so you're very happy with what you've done. This is also the element of freedom, which is very much what this transition that's coming will bring. Revolution, freedom, a change up for the books. And this is also, in a family sense, a celebration of births, a celebration of announcements. At work, this is growing. That's the promotion. This is your investments start to bloom. So, you know, on a worldwide scale, there's going to be an issue with the banks where they must work with others. There will be a change in the currency as we know it. There will be a collaborative effort with the leaders of the world. So you might find that the sudden shift brings your investment stocks up to where you need to be. Now with your career, you might be deciding to collaborate with someone. You might have to work with somebody else. You might have to get a loan. You might have to team up with somebody else to be able to push this forward right now. Your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, Aries, is Sonia is a message from a loved one that has died or passed recently or a while ago, telling you that they are here with you with those celebrations, with the reaching of your pinnacle dreams and desires. Archangel Uriel is saying that this is a time for you to emotionally feel good. You know, this second house is about your self-worth as well. So whatever is happening during this time, your self-worth will either take a hit or it will take a huge leap forward. So Archangel Uriel is there with you to help you go through those self-worth issues, things that you don't think you're good enough, you don't think you're worthy. So this might be the idea of, can I act now or am I too afraid? If this is about a boost in your self-esteem, then Archangel Uriel is there with you to end this cycle of, feeling not good enough, self-worth issues, and now getting confidence. So your Adoring Virtue, so for Taurus, we'll start with Uranus is moving into your first house, and there's also a solar return there. So this is about your status. This is about how the world sees you. This is how you see the world, your place in the world. So you might find that you are, changing your job, that you are getting engaged, that you are owning a property, that whatever your status and title is, there is going to be newness, freshness, and this is going to come out of the blue. So it may be coming that you've put in for it and you forgot about it, you've been waiting diligently and there hasn't been any news. Now there is something you've worked hard for, you've been working, pushing, getting to it, and this could be in education, this could be with foreign, this could be with visitors, this could be with foreign visas, this could be about expansion. So, pregnancy for some of you. This is about expanding your business, promotion. So in all of those areas, you're going to find that there is a sudden shift, a change where things are turned upside down. Now, you do have the Five of Wands, Taurus. Now, this is with a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, where there is a standstill in your money. There is unpredictable, unstable, whether that be mentally wise or financially, or even with the idea of your job. So for some of you, you might be fired, or that you feel pushed into quitting. For others, this is, I finally got that job, and when I come into this place, there's an element of, finding my feet, getting to know people, staying out of other people's, conflicts at work. This is also about power struggles at home, with or without the children. For some of you, this is past exes and children where there's an issue there. It could be financial as well, or the responsibility. This is also about reassessing what my work is. With this one change, am I going to go back to school? Am I going to retrain? Am I doing something about training that is going to take me where I need to go in my work, career, or finance? This is also about coming to blows in a dating sense. So you might find that you're suddenly single due to finding out that the person you've been seeing has a partner, or a partner and children, or that they are still seeing their ex. For some of you, this is we're having disagreements about the children or the raising of the children. Now, your Drawing Virtue messages from the angels is, now with your foreign visas, with your education, your anything that you're trying to expand on, you've got to follow those rules. You've got to set a structure. You've got to set that schedule for you to be able to gain on that. Now, Saturn's asking you to stick to it, to work hard, and you will be able to gain where you wanted to. Archangel Uriel, I got this for Aries as well, and you are dealing with a fire sign as well. This is about ending a cycle of not feeling strong enough, feeling confident, faith in yourself. This is also saying goodbye to, whatever title you're changing to. It might be a sad goodbye, or it might come to a conclusion in a happy way. And also, if this is in a positive way, then Archangel Uriel is saying to you, you can do it, you are worthy. Step outside your comfort zone and go for it. And that's where you're going to find that things are succeeding for you in that area. Now we're going to move on to Gemini. You are coming to an end. It might be a sudden end in a positive way or a negative way. So you might find that you're suddenly breaking up with someone, or suddenly getting back together with an ex that, a few months ago you thought, no way is it ever going to happen. Also ending the cycle of being on government help, ending the cycle of the help you receive from others. Also, this could also be, a certain age group of the children where you no longer get child support for some of you. End of agreements to, someone could suddenly die, someone can suddenly get married or announce this. And if that is the case, then you're going to have to stick to the rules if it's in regards to someone passing. You're going to need to stick to the rules. You're going to have to stick to the schedule. You're going to have to write lists to be able to sort out this will issue. Now, you have two cards that have come out. I got this one for Taurus. This is siblings or children, or arguments over the children. Now, if this is a passing, this is about, who gets what, who gets to say, who gets to do this and who gets to do that. Now, if this is about a end of a child cycle, an end of a marriage, we're just disagreeing over the children, we're disagreeing over share, money, all of those different things. Now, the 8th house is also stocks and, financial things that you receive from others. So you might find that you finally have this great job. You finally moved forward. This is a long time coming. So it could be the end of, relying on others for finances. It could be the end of, for some of you, this is retirement. So I'm now relying on government resources, or I am now no longer having to do my taxes, something like that. But you do have the yes card in regards to your work. So for some of you, this really is, I am ending that cycle to do with money, and now I've got that yes card, so I'm moving forward. This is also a yes card when it comes to your health. And also, if this is to do with a passing, this is asking you to share empathy and compassion with those around you. Now, your Enduring Virtue messages from the angels, Gemini, is 3 cards for you. So Ray is saying that this ending might be weighing on your mind, keeping you awake, causing migraines, for some of you seizures. This is saying that, you know, you've got so much going on in your mind, you're struggling with this ending. Because the 12th house is about your psychology. It's about the way you think about faith. It's the things that you believe in. It's also the things you do behind closed doors, the things you do behind the scenes and don't get credit for. And this could be frustrating you because there's an ending here. If this is about addictions, then you are relying on others to be able to end this cycle. You have Grace Non-Twinette. This is with Earth signs, Gemini. This is again that providing that empathy and compassion, listening, really understanding what the other person is saying, and that's going to help you. Bethany, not surprising with the fact that you're struggling, you've got so much on your mind, and these health issues coming from that. Bethany's saying, you know, give yourself a massage, be kind to you, don't judge yourself, give yourself a bit of luxury this next 6 to 8 weeks, because you really do deserve it. So now we're going on to Cancer. Cancer, you're going to find that you are committing, whether this is committing to a relationship, committing to a job, you're committing to a forum, to be head of a group, head of a sports group, head of a association, fraternity, something like that. You might also find that to get this commitment, you're really going to have to not only commit, but you're going to have to show that your worth is there. Now, you do have the 10 of Cups, so, you know, your publicity, the way you are showing yourself, this is climbing the ladder. This is a rainbow after the storm. This is something for you to celebrate, something that makes you feel emotionally overwhelmed in a happy way. So for some of you, this really is an announcement of an engagement. This could be about finances, so I'm putting money in for a loan, putting money in for a house. Your friends are going to help you here, and it might be sudden. It might be that you're suddenly asked to be part of this group, or that through this group, forum, social media, any of those things, that you are suddenly being helped in a way that's going to push you forward towards this commitment. So it might be something that you've been discussing online, and now you find that you know, this advice that they're giving you is really, really good, or that someone through this is going to help you forward. Now we're going to go on to Leo. Leo, your career is going to have a sudden shift. For some of you, this is about being fired. For others, this is a sudden promotion. If you run your own company, then this is about, okay, well, something's going to have to change here for my day, my routine, whether I have to put in more effort, or if my health is struggling, then I might have to, you know, work half days or work 3 days a week. Something like that will happen. Now, if it's in regards to your day and legalities, anyone to do with the court, the police, any kind of superiors or anything like that, you're going to have to follow that. So for some of you, this is, you know, I'm going to jail. For some of you, this is, okay, I've been let off, but I have to do community service. For others, this is, you know, for me to be able to get that promotion, I have to follow what my boss has told me. I have to follow those strict rules. And this is about your job. So for some of you looking for a job, you will find that you do have a job. So your Enduring Virtue messages from the angels is the Moon card. Now this is a major arcana card about ending cycles. So for some of you, this really is about getting a job. For others, this is, I have suddenly lost my job, and it might be because someone's thrown you under the bus, or that 2 of you are fired. The details are unknown. You won't know what the answer is or the why for a while. You know, you might find a while later that there's been some scheming, some competition to get your job, and people in your boss's ear. If this is about getting a job, that there is, you stick your ground and not wavering, and you will get what you want. Now, if this is in regards to your health, you're going to find that this could be about pregnancy, this could be about hormones, this could be about a flow, whether that be heart flow, whether this be water retention, anything that there's an imbalance there, you will need to see a specialist. Now, this might come out of the blue. This could also be coming from your behavior about not following the diet, not following the advice given to you by doctors, those kinds of things there. For some of you, really might have to adjust your day-to-day living or your work because of health issues. Don't forget that Leo and Aquarius are on the axis of all the eclipses this year, so you might find that this is something that has reoccurred and this is really flaring up now, or that this is just struck you by surprise right now. You really have to follow the rules when it comes to your work, your routine, and your health, because Saturn's saying if you don't get onto it now, it's going to be difficult for you in the next couple of months. Your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels. Ooh. Forecast for you, my lovely. They jumped out. So Melina says that you are being pulled in a few different directions. Now, this could be, okay, I've lost my job. I don't know where I'm going to get my money from. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got a couple of things in the works, but I really don't know. Things are not stable. Now, if this is about, again, we've got looking at fertility here. If this is to do with fertility, I've got a few options. I'm not sure if which way I want to go yet, but I'm going to have to go with that. Now, if this is with your health, you're confused. You really do need to research and seek a second opinion, seek specialist advice for you. You'll be able to get there. We do have the moving employment or moving home. So, 10 is also about bank managers and authorities and all those kinds of things. So you might find that you suddenly get this loan. It's a great move for you. Things move very quickly. So this is about your work or your home. And when you do this move, this shift, the relocation, or people coming into your home, there is a change there. You're going to find that, for some of you, this is about a family member coming in to help with health. This card says that there's going to be a new energy, a new cycle, a fresh start. Now, Layla's saying, you're stopping, you're thinking. Now, whatever this is, a positive or a negative way, it's made you stop and think. It's made you think about the past, the people around you, about what you want and what you need to do in the future for you. Make yourself a priority. For others, this is, I'm feeling quite isolated, I'm feeling quite lonely, and I'm not quite sure where my place is, what I'm doing. And, over the next 6 to 8 weeks, you will find the help. You'll find, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. You know what you want to do. Maybe it's fear of succeeding, fear of failing, fear of the leave, the relocation, the movement. What is stopping you from doing what it is that you want to do? And Serafina, of course, is saying, for some of you it is babies. And if it's not you, then it's, grandchildren, godchildren, nieces, nephews, those kinds of things. But there is going to be an announcement of a birth that will change your day, change your routine, change what your day actually looks like. So now we're going on to Virgo. Virgo, there is going to be an expansion around you to do with babies. For others, this is, I have been announced the head of my sports team, the head of my project, and now I can really expand on that. For others, this is I'm now going back to school to learn teaching of some sort to do with children. Foreign, English as a second language, learning another language, something to do with that. But this is going to be sudden. You're going to have a sudden shift, a revolution, a freedom that's going to be able to help you spread your wings and fly, spread your wings and expand where you need to go. Now, for some of you, this is foreign travel, foreign visas. For others, this is education. This is expanding my home, expanding my belief system, something during positive, negative. For some of you Virgos, there is something that makes you think, okay, I need to get back to my faith, or there's a question to do with your faith. But there's definitely, for some of you, there is babies here. For some of you, this is I'm expanding my family, so there will be more children, there'll be more relatives, those kinds of things. Your tarot card is... No, you've got two beautiful card. So the World card is a major arcana card saying that things are coming to ending in a satisfactory completion, and there's resolution there, and it's a major arcana card with Lady Fortuna in the middle. So there's a sudden expansion, a sudden ending, and this is in a good way. For others, this is, okay, I'm leaving school now, and I'm going out into the world. I'm going on a year's travel. I'm going for some of you, this is I'm getting into university. The other major arcana card you got was the Star card. The Star card is about a renewal in love. This is a clarity and direction and where I want to go. So you've decided, where you're going to travel. You've decided that you want to expand your family. You've decided that you want to go back to school, further training, go on a trip, relocate, expanding your home, expanding the family. Now, the World card says that this has got luck all around it, and to be grounded, that this has got a beautiful new energy for this new cycle that you're going to have. And the Star card, there's 7 stars on here, which it could be 7 messages, or for some of you, this is a few bits of good news that you hear. There is something to do with balance here, so you might find that there's insight into this imbalance for you coming over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So your Drawing Virtue messages from the angels, Virgo, is also looking outside the square, outside a time frame, to do with children, to do with sports groups, to do with projects. For some of you, this is a dating. You've been dating someone for a while and suddenly you find out you're pregnant. You've been dating someone for a while, now it's official, so now you've got this extended family. For some of you, this is a different culture, heritage, roots or heritage, where you're learning this, you're in a loving relationship and you get to meet the family as well. You got the Yes card and the End of Cycle card. This card here is saying be patient. You are at the end of your cycle. To trust on your angels because there's happiness coming for you now. Isabella's saying yes, this is the right time. This is the right moment. Yes, you're going to get a yes. Yes, you're going to get in. Yes, you're going to get the job. Yes, you're going to have what you need, the resources to be able to expand. So now we're going to go on to Libra. Libra, you're going to have a sudden change. You could be having a sudden passing, a sudden marriage announcement, a sudden birth, so it could be coming early. You might have to suddenly rely on other people's practical, tangible support, government agencies. Suddenly getting a bonus or a tax refund you were not expecting, a sudden shift in the home. Now, this sudden shift can be positive or negative. So if this is out of the blue death, it's someone in your roots, your home, your heritage. If this is a marriage, again, same thing. And if this is to do with a sudden announcement of a birth or an early birth, this is at home or around the roots, home, heritage. If this is to do with your other in your life, that they might suddenly be moving in or suddenly be moving out. So if this is anything to do with divorce or separation, some of you are getting back together, some of you are splitting. So Saturn is asking you to follow all the rules to be able to get your home in order. Now, for some of you, this is about relocation or moving, and for others, this could be about siblings as well. So you do have the 9 of Swords. Libra, this is you, Aquarius or Gemini. This is about insomnia. This is worrying. This is worrying about my family, worrying about the expansion to do with my family. So, if you are pregnant, you might be worried. If you are having health difficulties, you might be worried your baby's coming early. If this is a separation, you're up at night worrying, having insomnia. If this is about a passing, this is I'm stressed, I'm worried, what can I do? Now, this is also about obsessing about your work, so maybe you're going to have to rely on your other. This is also a promotion from your boss, so you might find that you have been worrying about your position and then you get this good news, because this good news is going to make a shift that you will benefit from. If it's not benefiting from you immediately, this is going to benefit you over the next 7 years, and you're going to look back at this period of time, if this is negative, and see that this was a huge turning point for you. Now, you do have the Temperance card. This is about enlightenment. This is about a balance to do with your finances. This is about creating. This is about projects. This is about creatively making a change to do with your work or finances to be able to get that balance. Now, if this is in love, there is a healing and a peace. So again, if this is a divorce, you know, this separation is going to bring about healing and a lot smoother road. If this is about getting back together, there's love and peace around the house. For some of you, this is discussions and negotiations about who gets the house, who gets the children, the finances, and you know who's going to pay what where. Also, there's a through this change, there is going to be better finances. Now, again, if this is your boss, he's giving you more money, which brings about that, because you've been worrying, brings about that piece to do with worrying about my bills. You know, I don't know how I'm going to pay them, all those sorts of things. Your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, Libra, is... Adriana says that it's okay, your home is safe, the children are safe. Listen to your thoughts, dreams, aha moments, because that's where you're going to find the answers. Again, Shanti's saying that, you know, if there is a sudden passing that brings the family together, that there will be that support there. If this is about sudden shift in the home, whether it's coming back in or coming back out, there is going to be smooth, peaceful roads ahead. Again, for some of you, this is a sudden birth, sudden announcement, coming early or just being announced, and it's about wonderful new energy. This does have karma all over it, so this is a very karmic time. Now we're going on to Scorpio. Scorpio, there's going to be a sudden shift in your commitment, whether someone is questioning your commitment, so the commitment is unstable, it's unknown, or that you are looking at the possibilities of where you want to commit. Now, this could be a sudden separation for some of you, or a sudden, you know, firm I am committing, to do with love or to do with money. Now, there is a lot of talking and negotiation going on. Saturn's asking you to be able to get through this, to get the most benefit out of this, is to promote yourself, to listen, to have empathy, for you to be able to listen to what the other person's saying, but speak up for yourself. Now, if this is to do with a career that you are benefiting to, then this is about, you know, promotion, websites, speeches, short travel. This is getting your name out there, publicity, all those sorts of things, and that will bring about a commitment for you. Now, for some of you, this is marriage. This is a big shift in your home. For others, this is a big shift in your work. So what you're doing is promoting yourself, and you're gaining there. This could be, Scorpio, that you finally have the news that you need to be able to get back to work. You finally have the details on the news that you need to be able to firmly commit. You know, some people might be waiting for the right amount of money before they propose. Some people might be waiting for the right time to be, you know, I want to leave. But this card here is in a positive way. It's also talking about the solar return. For some of you, this is babies, talking about babies and our commitment. There's a celebration around the home, and in love, this is a honeymoon. Your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, Scorpio, is... Oh, they all want to come out. Melina says that there's a lot of confusion around the home. You know, you're being pulled into so many different ways, almost like butter spread too thinly over the bread. This is also about, you know, if this is about fertility, definitely is for some of you, that and the other card, the Sun card, is definitely about births as well. So for some of you, Scorpios, this really is about pregnancy. For some of you, it is the fertility. For some of you, there might have been a sudden hiccup in the pregnancy, so you need to see a specialist. So this is saying a happy addition is coming to the home. It might not be pregnancy for you. It might be that someone's moving in, so you're committing to a partner, moving in and committing with flatmates, or somebody in the family's moving in. Yvonne's saying, of course, have that compassion. And for others, this is, I have that happy addition. It's going to be some sort of a pet. For others, this is suddenly I need to... put money into my pet. Zana says your home is going to be safe, so make that decision. Don't be afraid to speak up and speak out. And for some of you, it might be about the commitment issue. You know, you've always had this idea about commitment. You've always had this issue about, you know, if this is about finances and buying a home, or, you know, children, or getting married or divorce, wherever the fear comes into that, this is not you, that I've always had an issue with the commitment there, or suddenly I've changed and the way I see things is completely different. So this is saying, you know, that is the right thing for you. Things will be happier around the home. You are protected. The home is protected. Bethany's saying, you know what, you've gone through a lot. Do not forget to give yourself a bit of love, no judgment, and a bit of luxury. So now we're moving on to Sagittarius. It looks like you're going to have to collaborate with somebody else to be able to move forward in your job. For others, this is, I've been looking for a job and I'm finally joining the firm, signing the contracts, and I'm feeling really good about it. For others, this is, okay, at my work or in my house, I've got low self-esteem. I don't believe that I'm worthy. I'm not looking after myself. And something suddenly shifts that forces you to do the work. Now, the sixth house is about your work, your routine, what your day looks like, and your health. So you might find that you're forced to have to sign up with somebody else to get your health right. You're suddenly getting this contract and joining the firm if you've been looking for a work, or if you're renegotiating your terms at this place, so maybe it's a year review or something like that. Again, if this is your health, that might be a year review, and now you've got a new doctor, someone that you really can, you know, talk to or respond to. If this is about a health issue, then you have to see a specialist. You're going to have to look further. You're going to have to follow the specialist orders. Now, if this is about the home and the routine, you are going to need help. You are making an agreement with somebody else about what your day looks like. So your tarot card is 9. 9 is saying that you're looking at your work or you're looking at your health and you're saying, I don't know how much longer I can last. So if this is about changing your job, you might find, you'll find that you're able to easily get another job. If this is about your health, you are going to have to do the work. And this might be sudden, or this is something reoccurring. And you might need to rely on others. This is you, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This is also saying that, you know, you could be taking in a family member or getting help. You know, the united front to do with a child or a person in the family that is, you know, the black sheep. They're causing trouble. They're falling off the wagon. They are going through a crisis. Now at work, this is about taking those risks. So you might, someone might ask you, you know, do you want to collaborate? Or you ask them, and you're waiting. You know, is this going to work? Is this going to work? Well, take those risks and see where it goes. Now, if this is about love, this really is, you know, can I rely on my partner? Will my partner be okay if I have to travel? For others, this is, okay, well, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I have to talk to my partner. We have to have a reasonable sit down and contract almost. So I agree, you agree what the responsibilities are. Or that you are deciding, you know what, I just can't do this. Your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, Sagittarius, is... You got the victory card. So a lot of you, this is positive. This is a great move for you. This is with a corporation. So yes, I'm going to get that job. With me collaborating with this person or getting more resources, I'm definitely going to get the results that I want. I'm definitely going to spread my name out there. May is saying this might also involve, you know, part-time education, part-time work. For others, this is, I need to see a specialist. That's who I'm getting on board. And with that specialist, whether it be accountant, a lawyer, copyright, applying for more resources, whatever that hire is going to be able to help you to expand, to do with your health or to do with your job. So now we're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, there's going to be a major shake-up to do with dating, to do with your children, to do with pleasurable affairs, to do with sports and projects. And this is going to come out of the blue. It's going to shake things up. It's going to make things look different than they normally do. And there is going to bring about a new title. So for some of you, this is negative. For some of you, this is positive, because you all have different rising or moon signs. So this is about, for some of you, I'm separating. I'm no longer in this dating, and I'm now single. For others, for some of you that are doing that, it's because you've found out that they have children and or a partner. For others, this is, I've met someone, it's been going really, really great. Things are suddenly moving a lot faster. We're really in tune with each other. This is very karmic, and now we're a couple. That's our announcement. Whatever your title, status, or place in the world, or how you see the world, there is going to be a change there. And it has something to do with projects, with your pleasurable affairs, dating, or with children. There is going to be a status change there. Your tarot card is the High Priestess card and the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is, okay, so now I've got a new job and I'm going to be able to travel. For others, this is, I'm traveling to be part of that sports team or that project. And it's going to be lucky. So this is going to come out of the blue. There is going to be Jupiter there helping me with this. And it's going to take, for some of you, it's going to take 4 weeks. For others, this is going to take you through to the next Mercury retrograde period. This is, okay, I've done my research. I've done my investments. I've looked at what things need to be. I'm looking at the place that I'm traveling to, and now I'm ready to take that action. For others, this is, I've been really worried about, my project, my place on the team, whatever it is that you're worried about, and you find that you are going to be okay. And home, this is about, for some of you, this is like, I suddenly own the house. I suddenly have the lease. I suddenly am out on my own. Suddenly single, suddenly together, suddenly sharing a property. Now, the High Priestess card is about a contract. This is collaborating. This is you and somebody else. Now, again, if this is about, suddenly moving forward, this is, we're making that commitment to each other. Now, if this is to do with sports teams, projects, you've got 2 ways to go. There is you are going to have to answer to somebody else or collaborate with somebody else, or 2 of you working on it. And this is about your legacy and what you're going to leave behind, and your investments, and how this is going to best work for you. For others, this is about children. We're arguing about whether to have children. We're arguing about a pregnancy. We're arguing about somebody else's children. So if this is an ex and children, if this is about dating, this is a huge shock. Okay, I thought this person was one thing, and now I find out that it's something completely different. This is a major arcana card. It does, it's you, Capricorn, with a Virgo. Now, your Drawing Virtue messages from the angels, Capricorn, is, that one flew out. So Shanti says this is actually karmic. You were with that person for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And this is going to bring about a much smoother road ahead. So the conflict there, the energy there, all of those different things, it's now going to be a lot smoother. Again, if we're talking about babies, there's a new spring in the step. It could be announcements of babies being born. If this is about being proud of being ahead of this project, being proud to be the head of the family, to be proud to be part of that sports team, you are going to have a really lovely time here, and this is going to be a legacy for you in some way. So now we're moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, there's going to be an ending around your home. So you might find you suddenly sell the house. You might find that someone suddenly moves in. You might find that you're now looking around your house and you want to start packing things away. You might find that psychologically you're ready to go back and talk to family members, parents. Look at your roots to home and heritage. For some of you, you're looking online to trace your family back. For others, this is, I suddenly am able to buy a house. For others, this is, I'm relocating. I'm relocating where I'm going, and this is an end of a cycle for me. I'm off for new patches, new adventures, and I'm really, really excited about that. For others, this is, I have to be very careful about my economics to do with the running of the home, and I really have to make a change there. There might be someone moving out of the home to do with addictions. The 12th house is about your psychology, your faith, how you see the world, things you do behind the scenes, things you do behind closed doors, and there's an end of a cycle there, a brand new start. But for some of you, this really is about selling your home, moving into a home, leasing a home, packing up and moving across the state. So your tarot card is Justice card. So, you know, you're going to get a fair and decent price if you're selling a house. If this is about, this is you, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, this is handing down a judgment that is a favor, it rules in your favor. There's something hanging in the balance. So this could be a job hanging in the balance about this move. This could be finances hanging in the balance about this. So for some of you, I'm going to be bankrupt if I don't sell this house. I'm going to be homeless if I don't find the money. Whatever the thing is, it will be in your favor, and there is something hanging in the balance there. If this is to do with ending a cycle to do with the home, so this is someone moving out, someone moving in, that there is going to be a 50-50 partial impartial split here. It will be fair, it will be just. Any kind of legalities being handed down over your home, this is going to go in your favor. Again, this could be bank managers, landlords, anything to do with that. Now there is a for some of you, this is okay, I'm ending that cycle about how things are done around the home. I'm going to have to take charge. I'm going to have to take control, show people how this, these things need to be an example about what the future is going to be, responsibility and things like that. Now, your adoring virtue messages from the angels, Aquarius, is wow, a lot of cards. So no, this is not the right time for what that is. It is that you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to rush it. Maybe you're not ready to move. Maybe you're not ready to pack up that room, pack up those things. So if someone's passed, recently or a while ago, maybe you think you're ready now to pack up things. If this is about going home, repairing any family issues, this might not be the right time emotionally. If this is, shall I, is the family going to split up over this? Because there's an end of a cycle here. The answer is no. You also get the abundance card. So you will get a good price. You will get the right figure to be able to move. And you're going to have the abundance of support and resources around you to be able to make this end of cycle. Some of you might be getting paid back or getting somehow a bonus or recognition or acknowledgement about something that you have done behind the scenes, and now it's being given to you now. Mystique says there is going to be miraculous solutions. So you might be down to your last 2 weeks at a property and wondering, okay, well, I'm going to be homeless. Where am I going to go? Miraculous solutions appear. If this is, okay, well, I'm going to be bankrupt if I don't get my mortgage paid. I've got 30 days left. Miraculous solutions are there. If this is okay, my family, there's a split, I'm worried what's going to go on, miraculous solutions appear. If this is okay, I really need to sell my house, I've decided I need to get out of here, I need a fresh new start, I need to go somewhere, there is going to be the money there. Archangel Uriel's helping you with any of these difficult decisions. Again, we're letting go. So if we're letting go of addictions to be able to stay in the family home, we're helping a family member with the end of a cycle. This is about emotional stability, emotional maturity. For some of you, you're feeling very emotional about these issues, very, very emotional right now around the home or the family, the roots, the heritage. And Vanessa says, someone is going to negotiate and you have to listen. You have to let yourself speak up, make sure that they hear you. And that is the way to get that decision made. This is the way to move forward. So now we're moving on to Pisces. Pisces, you've got some promotion, publicity, campaigning. Your website's going broadening worldwide. Your platform is going to boom. You're reaching the pinnacle. You've got the subscribers. Your speeches that you give get you up the ladder. You're being asked to speak at a conference. You've been asked to speak at a fraternity or allegiance or alliances, all of those different things. Now, for some of you, you might be feeling like you're not heard by those things. For others, there might be technical difficulties which really make you go back and say, if this is a speaking issue, hearing issue, or microphone issue, or technology issue, that you're going to have to go and ask, friends, forums, again, fraternities, allegiances, all those different things as well. So your tarot card is The 7. So this is, where am I going? I've actually done quite well where I am. So this could be a sudden boost to your popularity, where your voice is heard, what you're saying is being well received. And so you're deciding, okay, well, where am I going to go with this? Am I going to put more money into this so I can get bigger? Am I going to commit to one place? Am I going to commit to collaborating with a team? Is there a team which is going to help me promote myself better? Is this a worldwide forum that's going to promote me and make me feel better? But wherever you're putting your money, wherever you're committing to, you are gaining on that social ladder. For others, this is my friends. I'm talking to a friend in a, trying to get us back to being on a friendly scenario, or that, you're suddenly found that certain friendships that are new, you hear from them a lot. But people you thought you could rely on, that you thought were stable in your life, you haven't heard from them. For others, this is, I'm suddenly hearing from a group of friends or a reunion. You're asked to speak at a reunion. You're asked to speak at a big conference. But however it works for you, this is going to be well received. For some of you, this is... I'm announcing to those closest to me that this friendship's well, and so you're having that conversation with this friendship and saying, look, it's got to end. For others, this is about your community. This is your neighbors. This is your siblings, where there is a conversation. You are coming together to be able to benefit you and them. So your during virtue messages from the angels, Pisces, is... if you have missed someone, if someone's passed recently or before, you might be feeling melancholy. You might be going onto forums to speak to people that are in the same situation. They are here with you to celebrate what this publicity, this campaigning, this promotion, this acknowledgement, this great successful time with you, and they are here loving you, they are giving you courage, and they're celebrating with you. Grace and Antoinette is saying, to be able to negotiate, this is one-on-one talking with this close friend. So maybe you can save this friendship, but there is going to have to be some really listening, some empathy and compassion there with this earth sign. For others, this is, okay, I need to get advice from the group so that I can help this person. For some of you, this is, I have an issue with the group due to gossip. They're trying to bring down my success, and I'm going to have to hit them up about it. I'm going to have a word with them. This is also competition to run. There might be some sort of competition to run the forum, to run the fraternity, to run the alliance as well. There's competition there for some of that as well. So be kind to you and those you love, and I shall see you next month.